What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy Beehive Radio Shouty, and stepping in the building. I got a friend and family member off in this thing. Young Bleed, what's good with it, boss?
Man, you know, making it do what it do, man. To be continued.
I can
My
dig
third
it.
time now on the Beehive show, man.
Welcome
I'm blessed,
home,
bro. Good
man.
to see
Welcome
you,
home,
bro.
as always. But see, Bleed, you done came in here with some family members with you, though, boss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who you got?
My cousin to the left is his name is Brent Dixon. He represents Divided Souls.
Yeah.
My in-house production team. My brother Sean to the right. That's a phenomenal. These guys, some spectacular producers. Sean had the privilege of playing with Prince on stage. With he everything Prince.
Yeah.
So from the guitar to the boards and the beat machine with these guys, Divided Soul in the building.
Right. Fellas, talk to me about this production out here, though, man. I mean, what was it that made y'all get into the production game, and what has production life been like for y'all?
Man, it's just all about a love for music, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we go way back with it, and just I enjoyed listening to the radio, and I just wanted to do that, you know.
Yeah.
So just started collecting equipment, throughout the years, and just learning about it all.
Yeah.
Started doing it. I figured, they're doing it, I can do it too.
Exactly.
Exactly. My grandmother's living room.
Yeah.
She was one of the record collectors. Stax, Motown, James Brown, Otis Redding, Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
So, man, my uncle had a record store. It was G&D Records. Then later on, he sold it to Buddy Stewart Rock Shop.
Yeah.
But I was immersed in that from the get-go. So I had a record collection, and once hip-hop came, and I'm listening to samples and breaks, I'm like, hold on, I heard that.
Yeah.
So I started piecing stuff together, and in Baton Rouge, it wasn't no big record stores. Well, we had live music, right? Shout out to Bob and live music, but other than that, it was about figuring it out and finding out. But yeah, it started at my grandmother's living room.
I feel that. I mean, the music scene in Baton Rouge, though, man, what was that like at the time? And then for all of y'all bubbling out of there and going national with y'all game, how was that for y'all?
Man, well, back in the day, it was a lot more booming. A lot of national acts would come through town. That was like one of the main stops for a lot of the like R&B and funk bands and everything, blues and everything. So kind of slowed down a bit in the 90s, 2000s, or whatever. But
by design.
By design,
politicians. Because the Jacksons came in. My first concert was the Jackson 5.
Centralplex.
See that?
Centralplex.
And we were talking about that. Zap, Gap Band, New Edition, UTFO, Run DMC, Rakim, LL, Stetsasonic, Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince. It was live in the 80s, but around the mid-90s, the politicians stopped it to where either you go to New Orleans or Lafayette. And they kind of bypassed Baton Rouge, which was the capital.
Exactly. I mean, Bleed, I got to hit you with a trending topic, though, man. This whole Jimmy Kimmel situation. He's going back on the air tonight, man. I mean, what were your thoughts about how everything unfolded with that, man?
Man, to be honest with you, B, this weekend, I had a super busy weekend, so I'm just hearing that this morning for the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm dumbfounded to it. So, enlighten me, my brother. What's going on?
Well, basically, he was talking about, he did a monologue last Monday about Charlie Kirk, and that caused him to be suspended indefinitely from his show.
Wow.
But then people, they started to get angry and started to boycott and suspend their subscriptions through Disney and Hulu and stuff like that, and it caused them to go ahead and put them back on the air tonight.
Hit them in the pockets,
that's
man.
How you get it.
Hit them in the pockets.
Like I said, America respect two things, money and murder.
Yeah.
If you got that gun power, they not gonna mess with you. Look at Russia and look at China. They talk that talk, but they don't cross that line. And then you hit them in the pockets, they'll bow down. That's corporate.
Yeah.
So I knew it was coming back.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
them
Get
profits.
their mind right.
Come on now. I mean, for y'all right now, when you're looking at the state of the music industry, how do y'all feel about where it's going now, and what is the future? Do you think the future is fertile, or do you think the future is going to AI?
I love it because the tools we have with the internet, those that know or do the research, we talked about creating physical product.
Yeah.
Bleed got a fan base, so we're gonna do album. We're gonna do a live album. We're gonna remake his album, his classic album,
That's
like Taylor
hard.
Swift.
Come on now.
We're putting merch. We're putting merch and vinyl.
Yeah.
The future is going to have to dip back into the past a little bit in order to make it more profitable and feasible
That's right.
for people to be in it. So
That's right.
It got to make sense.
the streaming platform,
Exactly.
it's
It's
the
not
only
making
people
no
making
money.
money is the streamers, the
Right.
Spotify. That's who's making the money.
Right.
The artist who's creating the stuff.
And let me plug this: YoungBleed.shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
YoungBleed.shop. We starting that up. Like you said,
Speaking
to speak
of
on
physical
that.
merch,
Exactly.
That's where it got to come to, because that streaming don't pay bills. This equipment costs. This building costs.
Facts.
Yeah.
So we got to see some investment. We got to see revenue back.
The streaming can kind of help build your popularity.
That's right.
But popularity don't buy you
Don't
nothing
pay
to
the
eat.
bill.
Don't.
You're going to be hungry with some popularity.
Come on now. I mean, Bleed, that four-way, man. I mean, y'all been tearing down these streets in the A-Town getting together, man. What was that like from your perspective, getting with Wicked, Kane, Planet Pete, and going crazy?
When we first came here with the interview about the four-way. Yeah, I'm just blown away. It kind of blew me back a little bit, Sean. But this is a true story. And I remember this being said right here. We say, well, we got the side to side. It was going, and he said, well, we don't know what the creator gonna do. So I met Kane through the phone or something years ago, but I used to talk to D-Rock all the time. Shouts out to my
What up, though, D?
Yeah, my guy Panama Jack up there in Savannah, Georgia. But he linked and put us together. Years I was living somewhere else in another state.
Yeah.
But me and D-Rock would be on the phone 3-4 hours just joking and laughing and clowning, talking about doing some things. But later on, when we did the side to side, that's how I actually met Kane face to face. And we just kind of clicked, you know what I mean, just like we all did, Kane and Planet P for that matter. But just off a simple idea, when I left that interview and we know, we didn't have a song.
Yeah.
And Wick sent me that instrumental. That jumped it off.
Yeah.
But the chemistry and how divinely sitting right here under these beautiful skies, man.
Yes, sir.
It was put together, man. So I'm still blown away about that. Ain't nothing fake. We real brothers, got crazy love for each other and respect. So behind the scenes, we just wrapped up the weekend shooting a video for You Can Get It.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's coming out real soon. But between these guys, the few guys that's producing from their end, we got a phenomenal up and coming record, man. So I'm blown away.
Kind of expanding on his sound.
Yeah,
Calling
That's
it
what I wanna ask
swamp
y'all.
soul hip hop.
Okay, now I like that.
Yeah.
When it comes to this swamp soul hip hop, though, fellas, I mean, what is the mindset going into this creative process behind
live musicianship.
it? Okay.
I'm a big fan of organized noise. Shout out to Ray Murray, that's my dog.
What up, though, Ray?
And,
Reek, Sleep,
from the sampling to the musicianship. Yeah.
It's just going back to the roots and bringing it back to the fore.
To the future.
Yeah, back to the future. It's the thing that made us love this in the first place. The thing that made us want to do it in the first place.
Yeah,
It's like we were talking about, the early days in Baton Rouge. It was live bands. It was, that's what brought the people out.
Yeah.
So we want to bring that sensibility back into it. So,
and you can't complain about the game and you ain't gonna get in and change it.
Come on now.
Right,
So we got the ability to do that. We got our own equipment.
Yeah.
You got a lot.
as they say, be the change that you want
Exactly.
to see.
Every time.
Right.
I agree with that 1,000%.
And like I
right
said,
there.
the internet and the tools, we can do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And I know marketing, and with AI too, I use that to help me with my marketing, flesh
Facts.
out my ideas. I run it to the team. We all get on the same page and we execute.
And it's
with
no
that.
shade to what's going on now. Everything has a place and a purpose.
That's
So
right.
We just bring in a
Man, a lot of that
different
shit garbage.
place,
Call a
different
spade
purpose.
a spade, man. A lot of shit garbage.
Yo,
Nah, I feel you, sure. Some of this stuff ain't the same.
God,
I mean, how do y'all feel though with the game being open to OGs being able to do what they do and enjoy themselves again?
Hey, we never stopped.
I was finna say that in a different way, but exactly that, like it's
You had 2 shows.
just
3 days.
Just in 3 days. I was just out here. What it was Friday night.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, Florida, Saturday. Be in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Saturday, and possibly Mobile, Alabama on Sunday, man. So between here and there, yeah, I ain't been home in almost 2 weeks or something. Like, you know,
yeah, it's just about getting some new eyes.
Yeah,
getting some new eyes on us now. So.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's the continuation though, you know, just like a record go round, it's full circle. So we ain't never stopped it. Like you said, the people, the paper, and the politics of the game kind of change and reorchestrate the game. But I got a record I did that's an unreleased record that's called No Music. I always had the thought of what the world would be like with no music.
Crazy.
So regardless of what form you put it in and what you try to do from the heavens down, it's gonna always be, we all can't talk together, but we can sing together in harmony.
Come on,
so that's here again being divine, man.
See, you talk about OGs, concept, music.
Exactly.
That's what's missing.
Yes,
people get high, freestyle, the same, whatever come out their mouth, nonsensical. What he just did, he described the concept. That's what's missing, food for thought.
Come
on. That's where the OGs come in, food for thought.
Damn
so
right.
you need something to ride to and think and get through this world.
Right.
You can't just spit all that rhetoric and evil and negative. Like KRS once say, what you put out, you attract. So when they put out all that gangster shit and they come back at them, don't be like, oh, what? No, you put that energy out.
There's a certain spirituality with that. You know?
Right.
It's got some form and some substance. You know, it's style and substance.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of stuff out there that's it's all style and no substance. It's just, you know, you come up with catchy phrase or whatever, and that's cool. Don't get me wrong. There's a place to just shake your hind pot, as they would say, as my grandfather would have said back in Louisiana. Shake your hind pot. There's a place for that, time and a place. But you know, there's, you know, looking for variety, different things. You know, different moods call for different things. So we're trying to provide that.
I'm with that. I mean, Bleed, how did you feel about P announcing his retirement a while back, man?
Actually, I didn't know it till late. You know, at the end of the day, to each his own. You know, maybe he had a point to where, you know, he felt like he did enough. And I remember this in the beginning, you know, it's actually like the second retirement. I think he retired semi after the last done in the beginning. And came back. So you never know what's going on with people personally and what's the reason for the season. So I mean, it is what it is. You know, salute P. I always did from the gate for all he did for me, contributing to the game. But, you know, like I say, maybe it's just that time for him, or you grow into other things. So, you know, I wish him the best at the coach thing. He always was a ball player, so it's second nature to him. So maybe that's, you know, where he's supposed to be.
Exactly. Now, when it comes to the love for the music, fellas, I mean, how do y'all maintain the love over all of this time?
Man, I've played in bands, you know, on stage and everything. That's one way I always expressed it. But I always stay in the lab, and I, you know, got my studio set up at the house, and I'm just always working on stuff, whether somebody hears it or not. That's maintaining the love, because that's where it comes from.
Exactly.
You know, and I guess descriptively though, how some of this came about. He's listening to just some stuff that I've been just sitting on for years. It's old to me. But he's listening to it. It's new to him. And he's sitting there catching vibes. Play that back. Let me hear that. What's that?
See that?
They cut something last night. It was on some Prince shit, and I'm like, I walk up in there, I'm like, boy, I said, you changing the game with that. I said, how we gonna market this?
Okay, talk about this new style that you hitting these folks with, sir.
Hey, man, same but different, you know what I mean?
Intimate thug.
You know what I'm saying? But
it's an expansion. You know, it's him. It's already him. It's always been him.
But so, what they do is allow me to pick from an infinite tree.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, I want this beat to sound like Albert. I want this one to sound like I get a chance to go just kind of looking at these pictures on the wall. I'm doing this today. So that's the inspiration and motivation it brings to me and the opening, you know what I mean, of my mindset into different zones. You know, it's music like flying spaceships and going through different galaxies. Every beat ain't the same. So it'll take your mind on a different journey. So I just follow and become one with the groove versus trying to go against it and go against the grain of life and just, you know, go with the flow pattern, basically.
I gotta ask you this one though, Bleed. How do you feel about NBA YoungBoy coming out of Baton Rouge, being one of the biggest artists in the game right now, if not the biggest? Leading the pack.
Real talk.
And then selling out all of these shows, man, fresh back out of here, man. How does that make you feel?
Man, first of all, real proud and happy for him, family, and the city. Actually, blood in, blood out. We relatives. My first 2 kids and they whole family. My first baby mom, that's their cousin.
Yeah.
So I went to high school with his mother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a couple of uncles and stuff like that long before this in the early 90s, you know what I mean? Babies making babies.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking
yeah.
about? So, yeah, so proud on the family sense that it is what it is. And like you was asking earlier, what the Baton Rouge music scene was, and us just getting a chance to put our fingers on, our fingerprints on hip hop. You know, when we go back to the South, y'all wasn't the only ones that was saying they made the South got something to say. You know what it is, but we wasn't accepted.
Yeah.
You know, before a rap a lot, before Luke Skywalker records, and eventually So Def, when we started to spread, that took years to build. So anytime, I'm like Richard Pryor saying, I'm happy for any nigga doing anything, especially when it's family in your community, you know what I mean, in your state. So shouts out to NBA, man, and welcome home, cuz that's what's up.
What do you think that sauce is in Louisiana, though, man? That's maintaining that relevancy in the game, and it's for all y'all.
Hey, y'all get a taste of it. I see you got a few seasoned names on the table, but none of that Louisiana hot sauce, man. You got that bounce.
I think it's a season that they put on the crawfish. You know, I think
that bounce, and you know. Southern lyrics, like from Max Minnelli, The Bleed,
the gumbo style of everything. So you have to look at it from this standpoint. I'm not cutting you off to you, cuz I used to look at it like standing. If you look at the map on the wall, this is Louisiana. Here again, an infinite tree. You know, 70s, 80s, baby.
Yeah.
So I got to see New York evolve. Right. Do this and come to the West till it got to us.
Right.
So by the time we got everything and all the elements of hip hop that been created, you know, unless you old school enough, you remember when hip hop was just basically drums. It wasn't as music and melodic as it became over the years.
A drum and a DJ.
And a DJ, you know what I mean?
The breaks.
Yep, and you know, one man, one mic, or 2 MCs, you know, rest in peace to Jam Master J, Run DJ. But back to that essence, and so by the time it came to us, then we got more stuff to whooping the pot, man.
That's right.
So yeah.
Now I can definitely dig
that. Like you say, we was a melting pot.
Right.
Like we you know, you had the New Orleans bounce, you had the West Coast funk, and you had the New York break. We embraced all that.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference back then. Yeah. And let me put this out. I've been talking to you about that. We got to get you, Gates, Boosie, and YoungBoy.
I'm with the young community.
We got to put it out there. We're going to make it work. So
no, that would be crazy. No, we need that.
We need the Kings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, with that being said, just the state of hip hop though right now, fellas, because like I was saying earlier, the atmosphere has changed. You know, they used to say hip hop was a young man's sport. It ain't that no more.
No.
It's a grown man sport. Now, actually, it ain't no young boy's the only young man, and he ain't even as young as it used to be.
It was born with us, and it grew up with us.
Right. Exactly.
So,
we had the best of both worlds.
Let me say this for the record. I don't know if we spoke on this before, B.
Talk to me.
We was talking to somebody yesterday and was saying, this is the only genre of music that we put ourselves in a box.
Yeah.
Right.
You can get the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, everybody still to it. And I'm you know what I mean? I'm a head banger booger kind of guy. So it ain't even the black and white things. It's just the demographics of, I guess, the industry and definitely us as black folks. You know what I mean? Because we do that to ourselves. Hey, bro, you're too old to be rapping. You're too.
But answer me this though, Bleed. I hate to cut you off, but with the OGs, a lot of the veterans from your time.
Yeah.
Did they stop rapping because they was told to, or did they just say, you know what, I'm a pause for the cause?
I think a little bit of both. And I say this shit, rest in peace to my last manager, Mr. Harry J. Coombs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? World famous Mr. Uncle Harry, man. Would say this to me. Bleed, when the record come on, that record don't say if it's 3 years old or it's 83. That old shit in your head, man. Nigga, I ain't getting old, I'm aging.
Exactly. Now, with that.
I mean, if God blessing you, say, bro, to me, you know, in the E40 time, we would say, you know, sometimes it was player hating OGs.
Yeah.
That was hating on the youngsters. Now, sometimes the youngsters be hating on the OGs for a game. That's like hating on God.
Yeah.
If I created this game, it's Monopoly in the box, and I allowed you to come get this game and play it.
Yeah.
Now you mad at, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you telling me how the game is set up to, come on, man.
Yeah.
it's like I say, it's full circle, man, 360 degrees. So, you know, you can't knock it at the end of the day. So what I always try to do, I'm going to say this and pass the mic.
Yeah.
Cats just tell me, hey, man, you ain't Young Bleed no more. You need to take the young off. So eventually, just lately, I put, you know, Don Bleed. You know, I always went with that Carleon persona. But I always try to be the bridge between that gap.
Yeah.
I said, just like Lit Richard always called himself Lit Richard.
Exactly.
Lit Wayne or whoever else.
Come on,
you know what I mean?
Right.
It is what it is. It's young in spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You feel
but
me?
I try to be that link between young and old to bring it full circle.
Nah, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Sean, I remember we have conversation about this. You say, you know, black folk, we create it and give it away.
Come on now.
Now, another thing, this is my theory with how the youngsters are, they try to say y'all old and what it is, they can't match up to the skill set.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We come from a generation, we historians of this music.
Yeah.
And a lot of blacks don't study the history.
That's right.
So they just only know what they last 5-10 years and think there's it's a whole plethora of stuff. And the white folks, they study, they engineer, they create systems, they put it in colleges, they try to break it down. With us, it's a field, it's spiritual.
Break it down.
They try to engineer and get to what it is. What you call that? I was trying to chop up a beat yesterday and it was off, and I said, I don't know if it's a 3/4 signature or whatever. What you call it? The
negrosity.
Negrosity. That's our flavor.
Yeah, because it comes in like on a pickup, on a 16th note pickup. So he was having problems kind of figuring out what was going on. I was like, yeah, I mean, your downbeat is right here, and it's playing along. But that negrosity comes in, and that's the syncopation. So you know that's that feel and that flavor.
Come on now,
you know, like classical music and everything. Everything is like neat grids or whatever, which is cool. Classical music is great.
Come on,
all music.
But negrosity comes in, and
put
you
that
get
flavor,
behind
that
the
swing.
beat, inside the beat, and around the beat. So
with that, I gotta ask y'all this one though, fellas. During y'all's careers, man, what did y'all find the most joy and have the most fun doing what y'all do?
For me, it's a lot of things, B. I'm trying to be nice and neat. But man, like I say, first of all, bro, I ain't trying to sound too spiritual and make this a religious conversation.
Take it where it need to go.
Yeah, so it's me from birth. Here again is divine. And for me to sign the deal that I signed, on behalf of everybody included, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
That's still going 30 years later, man. So I'm still blown away. I'm still being complimented. I tell people I really don't know how to, because, I did this off the aspect of what Cuz was saying is natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just was able to, like I said, I went to Jacksonville Saturday night, was able to visit my uncle in the nursing home out there, man.
The drummer.
Yeah, that taught me the drums when I was a kid. He been moved to Florida years ago, so I see him every now and again.
Yeah.
So, and had a good conversation, a beautiful Sunday with him before I headed back up here.
Yeah.
So, it's jungle drums, man. So for that, it's just so much with me. It's hard to just break it down and put it in a nutshell. But basically, damn, man, you just kind of crack my egg open.
For me, it's just to have the fruition of your ideas and express it. That's it's still a love to create.
Yeah.
And then to collaborate with my brothers, man.
Continuously.
And when you hit it, and it's that feeling that's, man, you want to continue that. It's a high just to create. Right.
In that sense of the word,
For me, and it's like I shared with him last night too, and I kind of, I guess, alluded to it a little bit earlier. These creations that I have created over time or whatever, a lot of it's just been sitting there under my close eye.
Yeah.
But an artist like him comes in, he listens to it, he sees it, and it inspires him.
Yeah.
Right.
And he feels something, and he's breathing new life into my creations.
Yeah.
So, and that further just turns around and inspires me more too.
Come on now.
So, it's just nothing but greatness can come out of that kind of thing.
No, I'm here for that. Lastly, fellas, the folks is trying to get in contact with y'all because they want to get some work done. How do they do that?
Started out
at Divided Souls or 12-Bit Soul, 12bitsoul.com. I'm also a sound designer. We work with Native Instruments, Akai Pro.
Yeah.
We just got a deal with FL Studio.
That's
I'm out here in Atlanta. I'm trying to get with some Georgia Tech nerds so we can create this AI VR
Come
platform.
on now.
I got 12-Bit Soul Fusion.
I'm with you.
So, 12bitsoul.com. Yep.
Okay. And for me, y'all know what it is. The Young Bleed fan page on Facebook, Twitter at the I get these confused. Twitter's at Real Young Bleed, and on Instagram is The Real Young Bleed.
And the website.
And of course the youngbleed.shop is on the way, man. Y'all need
That's right. That's right.
Physical merch.
Come on now.
Pay up.
Back to the beginning, baby. There's reset button. Hold up.
I'm with it. Sure.
It
works for you too.
We gotta say this. So if y'all like Side Piece by Pokey, that was the guitar player.
Come on, man.
He laid them guitars down on Side Piece.
Playing that guitar on Side Piece though, man. What was that like for you? Did you realize that song was gonna go crazy as hell?
I had no idea. It was a friend of mine came to me. He's like, "Look, man, I got this track. I need a little guitar." Matter of fact, it was at your suggestion. Huh?
Yeah, it was my suggestion. We was at B Flipper's studio, who was Heavy did the track, and B Flipper was recording Pokey, and I was working nights at a safety man at Dow.
Yeah.
And I was mid-shift, and I just stopped by to hear what they had.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this shit go hard. I said, man, call Sean.
Yeah.
I went to work. I came back off my shift, came back. Oh, yeah, that's the pocket.
You stole the show.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm glad. I love the fact that people appreciate the song, and my work in it and everything. But I do have to issue a disclaimer.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you done left home to be with your side piece, don't blame me. It ain't my fault. Go back home to your
main thing.
To your main thing.
Exactly.
Go back home.
Well, fellas, appreciate y'all coming through this thing, man.
Thank you,
Always, loved one.
Man, love.
Hey, man.
Wish y'all nothing but the best and much success.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having us.
Same thing.
Yes, sir.
Beehive Radio, Shouty. We go.